Yeah, boy. Finally got it. So since my microphone isn't working because of the plastic casing, I have two options. My goal today was to go to King Philip's Rock, which I did. Option one would be to just do the ride over. If you haven't been to King Philip's Rock and you know some of its history, I don't think I want to ride there a second time. So option two to me is just do this voice over and be done with it. So today, I'm going to King Philip's Rock. It's located in Sharon, Massachusetts. It's off of Mansfield Street. I'm not exactly sure of the address. The entranceway is very small. Generally, 2 cars can park there. I don't know if anybody's heard of the Bridgewater Triangle, but yeah, it's some interesting history. Part of it is UFO sightings. Part of it is, I guess, Bigfoot was seen. Another part was these giant birds, or bird. Well, the giant bird part, I believe, because it actually happened about 4 months ago on our street. And there were many witnesses. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. Because you know me, I have a camera, I would have taken a video of it. But anyways, so much for the sound part of this video, but I don't care, I'm not going back there. There's no way I'm going back to King Philip's to ride again. So I'm on my way. So we're approaching the entrance. See that sign where it's kind of like a squiggly line? That's where you know you're there. There's no real big entrance signs, but as you can see, there's only room for a couple cars. Here we are, King Philip's. There are houses on either side of this driveway parking lot. I mean, this trail is very pretty. It's very scenic. It's especially nice when the leaves are down, but when the leaves do fall, it gets very difficult to see the trails because they get buried. But here we are. And yes, in this case, I'd say 90% of the time I'm using throttle. I'm just not taking any chances. It's too bumpy to keep pedaling. I will pedal at some point, but only on this trail, I am doing 90% throttle. My future videos will not have that plastic casing because the GoPro kept flipping up. And obviously, the speaker issue. This is the first crossroads where you have to make a decision. Where we parked is right there where I highlighted. We just rode up a little ways. This is the crossroads, so if I take a right and then a left, it's King Philip's, which is where we're definitely going. If I instead go to the left and loop around, we end up in King Philip's Cave, which is not where I'm going because it's really not manageable by bike. I'm hoping that through the other direction I can end up in King Philip's Cave. We shall see if I do it. However, if I was to continue straight and then instead of looping a left, took a right, I will end up at this spooky house. I will let you know a little bit about that spooky house later. Unfortunately, because of my GoPro speaker situation, you cannot hear the surroundings as well besides the bike motor, but you always have a sense that something is following you. You always hear rustling in the distance. You always hear banging noises. It's just very weird. So this is where you would take a left turn to get to King Philip's Rock. It's a very short ride from the first crossroads to this spot. It's a quarter of a mile, so it's not far. It's just a few minutes. And you will see King Philip's Rock. So this is King Philip's Rock, and I'm sure some of you, maybe one of you, might be saying, well, what the heck is King Philip's Rock? So I found a plaque. Let me read it to you. King Philip's Rock. Here is a place where Native Americans may have met to strategize during King Philip's War between 1675 and 1676. This major conflict between colonists and a number of native tribes started in Rhode Island and southern Massachusetts and ended with the death of Wampanoag leader Metacom, also known as King Philip, second son of the Massasoit. For both colonists and Native Americans, the war was the single greatest disaster of the 17th century. New England in proportion to population. These large rocks, erratics, were left by receding Laurentide glaciers about 20,000 years ago, where you are now standing, the ice may have been over 1 mile thick. Wow, good to know. Don't say I never give information. So this is King Philip's Rock. It took maybe 4 or 5 minutes to ride in here through the bumpy trail. Now, if I go around here, I can get to the caves. The question is, do I really want to? Maybe. All right, I know you heard that thump. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't love it here. I'll just say that much. I really don't love it here anymore. I used to enjoy coming here, but too much weird stuff. All right, I'm gonna attempt to go. If I can't make it, I'm turning around. I wouldn't be lying if I didn't say it's a bit creepy here. The bad caves. Here we go. So this crossroad, if I go across, I can head towards King Philip's cave. If I go right, it leads to that spooky house. Yep, King Philip's cave. And what I really should be doing is going left and getting the hell out of here. But I'm gonna head straight and see if I can make the caves. I'm gonna go to the caves. If this place wasn't so damn creepy, it would be a great place to go riding. I would actually prefer it more than Borderland, but too creepy. Years ago, I bumped into a human here who claimed to be a park ranger. He's the one who told me about the house, and I went to see it. I've never seen anybody ever before or after work here, but apparently he existed because he told me about where the spooky house was. Yes, I'm getting off to walk it. I didn't want to take a risk of cracking my skull or breaking my bike over this and not being able to escape if something's chasing me. I know you guys heard that. I have no idea where that sound came from. Perfect excuse. The hill too high and rocky. I'm done. I'm not going. I'm turning around. When I get home, I'll look up pictures of the caves, post it in, and I'll show you the creepy house. This time I did not get off my bike. I said, I'm just going for it. I kind of want to get the hell out of there. I know I could go left or straight here. It'll be the same difference. If I went left, it would have taken me straight back to the King Philip's Rock. Staying to the right could be another way around to go to King Philip's Cave, which I'm definitely not doing. But up there, there's a shortcut to get me out of this place. Sorry, up ahead, I'm not going to the right. I'm gonna bail and go to the left and get the hell out of here. Cartman once said, or many times said, screw you guys, I'm going home. There's a sign for King Philip's Cave. And the other side should be King Philip's Rock, where we were already. I mean, it's definitely further than what I did, but I'm not doing it anymore. You guys lucky I did this much. So that was a quick tour of King Philip's Rock. I love hiking here. I've taken both my dogs here. Not a fan of bike riding here. I'm not sure I want to do that. As far as parking goes, you're looking at it. It's free. 2 spots, maybe 3. It always seems to be available for a reason. I think the goal is to come here alive and not spooked out, and I did it. But yeah, that house, I will show you the house. I've been there before, years ago, so I'm not sure what condition it's in right now. But okay. I'm not sure the condition, but I will show you what it looked like 6-7 years ago. Kind of thumbs up. Have a great day.